Hi, and welcome to your reading, Capricorn. My name's Simone, and I'm a psychic medium and I'm a tarot reader. And I'm looking forward to doing this reading for you today. So let's see what the spirits have to say. And again, it's a reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do you want to tell our lovely Capricorn spirit? Please show us what the message is. What is the main energy for Capricorn at this time? Let's see. Okay. Well, I think Capricorn, you worry too much. Way too much. There are thoughts here of wanting to run before you can walk, Capricorn. You want to get so much done. You want to move things forwards. You're quite. I feel like you're paying attention, okay, to your own private life. You are, but outwardly you're concerned about the world, and it feels like right now you're thinking like, what's my opportunity? I don't understand. I can't see a way forwards right now. How can this be opportunity? But it actually is, because change is in the air. And if you like, maybe you need to feel this sadness. Maybe you need to feel grief. You're feeling the pain. I feel you're picking up a lot of pain from others around you, thoughts, the state of the world, and so on. It's really affecting you, especially at night. And it feels to me like there might be a slight disconnect between you and a partner. In the emotional sense, because it looks to me a lot more time and attention and talk is being given to finances. And you have the ability, Capricorn, to turn most situations into your favor, as long as you believe that and understand that thoughts are everything at the moment, and your thoughts are everything at the moment in your world. And you have the ability and the capability to move stealthily at this time. Maybe look towards creating or starting something up of your own, possibly alongside a day job that you do. You might be reducing your hours at work and maybe worrying about your finances. But in reality, Capricorn, you're stable. Even if you don't have loads of money in the bank, you are stable. You always find a way through things. You do. You always manage to somehow survive, make a living, get through stuff. You're quite strong. There could be somebody who's leaning on you at this present moment. They're leaning on you emotionally, looking to you for your strengths. And of course, like I said, I think at this moment in time you're not feeling too strong. But that will change. You've got the Magician coming up. You've got somebody in your life who's quite forward thinking and quite positive, and is throwing around some ideas or possibilities about what they can do, what they can bring to the table. I have lots of hair here too, so I'm feeling that some of you might be considering like a new hairstyle. Some of you might be considering maybe even taking up hairdressing, which wouldn't be a bad idea. It's a great way to travel and make a living when we can travel again, of course. It also feels to me like you are either bringing into your home perhaps some pot plants, or maybe you are bringing flowers in, and it looks to me like you're trying to brighten up your surroundings and just create a more positive atmosphere around you. I mean, some of you might find that your sex life isn't quite what you'd hoped for, or there may be issues, problems to deal with, which always reconnect back into the emotions, or usually do anyway. So my sense is that will be in your mind as well, what to do, how to fix it. If you're single, I think for the time being then, it looks to me like that could be the way you want to stay. Even though you want a relationship, you're not going to settle for anything less than what you feel you can put your energy to. So I feel some of you are going to choose to remain single a little while longer, but your social life perks up possibly around August time. August, September time. You may find an improvement for a short while in your life, socially speaking. I think you're also feeling like you work so hard, and what have you got to show for it? I mean, you may be also trying to save money, which could be proving to be quite difficult, as I feel you're having to dip in and out of what you're saving. But, you know, you need to, I think you need to somehow blow a bit of steam, Capricorn, because you hold yourself in, you take responsibility, and God knows you handle your responsibilities really seriously. But it might just be getting on top of you for now. And it's hard to see a spark of light that can lift you up in your private moments. So we need to acknowledge this. But remember, thoughts are thoughts. Also, I have some of you feeling a lot for a partner, as in how they are feeling emotionally. I think you're taking their emotions on board as well. Certainly you have the ability to turn your situation around when it comes to finances. You can improve, and you will improve in the coming months. You'll manage stability. Some of you have a partner who is really, really positive. There may be a bit of confusion, though, in how your partner comes across to you. He may be a bit of a magician, literally, not necessarily filling you in on all the truth. Could be because he or she is trying to protect you, worried about you, your thoughts, where they're taking you. They might be watching you and feeling like you're more emotional than you think you come across as. There may be a bit of difficulty, Capricorns, with you and your partner understanding each other at the moment. But I think that reconnect will clear things out for you both. But it does need Capricorn to open up and speak. There's a bit of Gemini here as well. You may be connecting with a slow moving energy. If you're connected to another earth sign, nothing's going to be done in a hurry. Also, space looks to me like it could be an issue. Some of you may be wanting more space, a bigger space to spread out and live in than you have right now, and wondering how on earth you're going to make that happen. But you do make it happen, actually. I've got a feeling for a grandmother figure here. Some of you may be worrying about a grandmother. And Spirit, tell us what connects the Ace of Wands to the Nine of Swords. What's the advice there, Spirit? We've got love. Love, the Ace of Cups. You kind of need a new beginning, and I think that's more involved in your working life, to be honest, so that you can feel happier, that you can feel more fulfilled. Somehow I feel you're wasted, and you know it. You're wasted where you're working. It's not progressing you in the way that you need to be progressed emotionally, because Capricorn, you're quite connected to what you do work-wise. That's important for you because it feeds you emotionally as well. So new beginnings, I really feel a lot of you are going to be looking for new angles to work. Maybe a new job, quite honestly. You just need new now. I think you're trying to be strong, and you're trying to hold back. You're trying maybe not to nag a partner, but the way that you're coming across at the moment might be difficult for your partner to understand. I think the way you correct this, quite honestly, is through doing something together. Yeah, it's through having fun, remembering how to laugh, not getting too serious, Capricorn, because we know Capricorns are a heavy sign. Capricorns get heavy. They're very serious about life. Also, I see you looking at a message, some of you, not really understanding what the return answer is, what the response is. Looks like it's not making a lot of sense. So I feel you're going over things. Could be with a partner who drives a black car as well. Maybe a hatchback sort of looking dark car. Some of you Capricorns are going into property sales, I believe. And I feel you'll be quite successful in that area. Yeah, new ideas breaking through the depression, the grief, the sadness. I've got dentist, the thought of a dentist here as well. Some of you may be working in dentistry as a dental assistant. You may be the dentist. There's rejigging going on in connection to dentistry, I feel. I've got a tooth coming out for some of you as well. What links the Nine of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles, please, Spirit? What is the link? Well, we have some cards repeated here. So I feel the link between the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Coins, Pentacles, is a kind of quite quite a presence of a man here. And when when he's at home, when he's at home, because there'll be noise. Maybe there'll be a bit of a mess when he's home as well. And you like it pretty tidy, Capricorn. I feel the link here is that you're just feeling out of sorts. Maybe you're not feeling important in your partner's life in that sense. There may be a bit of a barrier at this present time between you and a partner, but it's okay. It's all right, because ideas are coming through. And I think, you will settle. You've got this as a double. You've got the 10 of Swords repeated. I'm going to put these cards to one side, actually, because I think the main message really is you really have to start seeing what's going on as positive. There is opportunity. There's a chance here for you to create something better through new beginnings. Some of you may be feeling the wobble of a partnership, and somebody could be walking out of your life for a while, but I'm not sure they're walking out for good, Capricorn, because they're kind of here for some of you in a long-term partnership. They didn't get involved to be involved in something that was short-lived. You've got the King of Wands. He's a fiery king. He's Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. And your king might be coming across as a little bit cool. He may be coming across as quite busy. He may be coming across as he wants to be heard. Might come across with a little bit of attitude. And I'm feeling, Capricorn, you're in this energy. You want to protect yourself. You're going to say it the way you see it. Nothing much is going to stop you from that. You can be a bit hard on yourself as well, by the way, because maybe there's something about what's going on at the moment where sorry wouldn't be a bad word to be using. I mean, you have to decide that. You have to think about that. It does feel, though, that there's a need for a new beginning. There's a need to channel energy here. There's a need to feel loved and wanted and appreciated. There's a need for an emotional nurture here. And you're feeling a lack of it, Capricorn, and yet the actual situation, literally, that you find yourself in, the situation in itself is okay. You have what you need to keep going. I don't feel that there's any real instability on a practical level. It's more the emotional side of things. You've done repair after repair on your emotions, and you're feeling very sensitive, yet you don't want to show it. You want to show a strong person to the world, and you are a strong person. But sometimes the strong need to lean on somebody else. just for a little while. So Capricorn, you can let go, and it's okay. I feel some problem with the steering wheel here. That could be getting some attention with a car. And I feel some of you actually want to move around and do some sport. You feel to me like you've got stiff. You need movement. That's going to help you mentally as well. I've even got one or two of you here feeling like you just can't carry on another day in the job that you're in. And you're having to swallow that for the time being till you've figured out your way. And that ain't going down well. But you're holding it together, even though it's not going down well. Talk, 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 talk. A lot of messages. Somebody here could be acting a bit immature if they're younger than you. Unless you've got children, maybe a girl, quite outspoken. But it does feel like there are words to be had. But that's okay. I mean, the best thing to do with a young person, a fiery young person, moody young person, is to just let them be. Let them release the energy that they need to release, and let them talk. Listen to them. Make them feel heard. There could be some hurtful exchange of words. And again, you know, you're sensitive to it. And I think Capricorn, what you're doing is you're taking things on board in the sense of you're looking at yourself first. In reality, you might blame the other person when you're talking to friends or to the person themselves or your partner. But however, in reality, when the door's closed and you're on your own, you're with your own thoughts and you're thinking, it's my fault, I'm doing it wrong, what's wrong with me? Why can't that person get me or understand me? But I think it's important to remember that often you can be your own hardest judge. You really can. So don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. You're holding up. You're going to speak your mind. It doesn't look to me like you're going to be doing it by shouting and screaming. I think you do it in a very cool, detached manner that's comfortable for you. But there's still more talk to come around how we fix the relationship and how we move forwards. There could be a child connected here, or children, which complicates things even more. That could be causing a rift or a distance between you and a partner at this present moment, just because children take up space and attention, and you can't give that to your partner in the same way you'd like to right now. That could be causing problems. I feel, you know, I think trying to relate too much to trying to fix other people's problems is just going to wear you out, Capricorn. It's much more about you utilizing your own energy for yourself, actually, right now. I feel rainbows here, so some of you might surround yourself with rainbows, colours of the rainbow. Maybe you've been doing drawings and putting them in your windows. Rainbow. Yeah, but I feel the rainbows are also there in your home to give you hope under difficult circumstances. But you do have hope. There's a mother figure here, or mother. It does look to me like, again, there are some problems connecting easily to a mother, or a mother figure or a father figure, a parental figure of authority. You may just be too emotional around a parent, feeling like they're trying to tell you what to do, and they think they're advising you, not telling you. That could cause problems. I also feel a connection to Beachy Head, or to an area with a cliff, coastline and a cliff. There's walking going on around a cliff area. Lots of emotions being poured out during that solitary walk. Just trying to get your head around things at the moment, Capricorn. So be gentle, be kind, and care for yourself like you would for a friend. So we're going to look at the shamanic cards. Let's see what the shamans have to say to you, Capricorn. And we have the giveaway. The giveaway. So I feel the shamans are trying to say to you that at the moment, what you give away may not come back to you right away, because it's being given under a feeling of pressure, and it's being given away under the feeling of you doing your very, 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 very best. I feel what you do now, who you're involved with now, who you decide to give to, returns back to you in a much bigger way than you could imagine right now. You won't see the returns immediately. Also, you could be asked to lend somebody money, and you have to decide, if you lend that money, that you can lend it as a give away, because it's quite possible that the person you lend to might not be in a position to repay you, certainly not immediately. So if you can't afford to lend that money, then don't do it if it complicates your life too much, because I really do feel when you lend out that money, you won't see it back in a lump sum, not immediately. So lend the money, give it away if it's not important to you, not something you're really, really going to miss. And if you get it back, then just know how lucky you are. You gave it with your intuition behind you. You believe in the person you give it to, so you give it away, and expect it back at some point. It may come back to you in different ways, but you'll be doing somebody a great favor if you can look at it as a giveaway. My feeling as well is, honestly, I think something's coming up at work. and you are going to want to see, you're going to want to see that it's done fair. I think you're getting involved in a conversation, you and some other people, maybe a little group of you, 4, 5, 6, 8, little group of you, coming together with your thoughts about how the situation at work's being handled, if it's safe for you to work under the conditions of the virus and so on and so forth. Ultimately, Capricorn, you're little fairies at heart who just want to go out and do good. And so with that, I'm going to close your reading. I hope it's been kind of useful to you. And Capricorn, I will see you here again in a few days' time. And in the meantime, if you got to the end of the reading, thank you for listening. Bye for now.